CTR here. Got us a poolside chat coming at you. We've been pretty busy and it's been raining like every day. Just about. We had to go get a rig from one of our other places and had to work over our picnic table because it had had some horrendous experience. Oh, look at that fine picnic table I had custom built. Just don't never quit, does it? Now we'll wait on all the traffic to go by because why not? You want a peaceful life? Don't never grab a hold of one of these damn things. If you ever answer it the first time, they're gonna call forever. Oh, he'll answer eventually. And I answer that damn thing. Anyways, I've lost my train of thought. We poolside chatting here.
We fixed the picnic table.
Yes, we'll get back to you, show you this fine picnic table here. Now look at that loveliness. Man, even my damn picnic table's custom built and two-tone. That's how we roll. CTR, man. Might ought to check and make sure our mics is working now. I mean, we've had every other failure before we get too far down this path.
I don't know. They can't never hear me, but you're kind of important.
Are we toasting?
The green lights are bouncing.
Yay, we got mics. Thank you, DJI. Probably made in China or somewhere. That's what we got to work with. Anyways, we've been busy. We have mowed lots and all the yard betwixt the rainstorms and the extreme heat and humidities. I have dragged the brush hog out that I ain't used, my 7-foot finish mower. I dragged it out. I ain't used it in like 3 years and bush hogged all the places and reclaimed some land. I'm pretty sure the Indians had just said to hell with it. We can't fix that. But we're cleaning the place up. Boy's got a birthday this week, so we've got a little get-together going tomorrow, and we might even try and get you some of that footage. We'll have some homemade ice cream and hot dogs and hamburgers, and I'm sure the kids will be swimming in the pool, whoever shows up. We're gonna try and have us some tater salad, and all kinds of good victuals.
I've made tater salad and deviled eggs.
And
we've got hamburgers and hot dogs, and I made the cake and got it all fixed up.
We got some fresh strawberries to throw in that homemade ice cream made with, Jersey cow milk cream, right out of the cow. Yeah, it ought to be a fine day. Shame y'all ain't here. We eat pretty good around these parts. Might even have a pickled peach to go with it.
I bet we could find one.
Yeah, we've done a little canning and stuff too. I don't know. I don't think I showed you that the last go around. We put up a bunch of pickled peaches, and we just all the time are going at things. I've tried to rebuild. We went and got the Ranger.
We did go get the Ranger.
We had to check. Tornadoes came through and tried to destroy,
Yeah, we had that too. We had tornadoes.
It didn't get us on any of our places to speak of, but other than the rain and foul weather. But we had friends that were out of power for a few days anyway. As a matter of fact, some of them may still be out of power for all I know.
Maybe.
They had a lot of trees down. It was a mess. And it's a lot of rural areas, so it's real difficult to get here. It's real mountainous and lots of trees and brush, so them boys out there working, doing that line work, thank you. I've been there, I've done that line work. I built a lot of line, done a lot of lineman work. But it sucks going up and down them bluffs like a billy goat, dragging them poles in by hand and setting them. I know about that stuff. I ain't walking every third one no more. I'm retired. It's the way we go. We play with hot rods. We'll just get down to a dull roar and work like 80 hours a week or something. I used to fish harder than most people worked. And we've been working on that too. We've got the boat back together, and I think I'm down to putting a live well pump in it.
Yes.
An aerator pump.
Mm-hmm.
And
I ordered the light.
I've done wore a blister right there on my finger. and it's about to heal up now. I was tying up trot line stagings for my quick snap-on hooks for my trot lines. Well, ordered about 50 more in there. I think that's what I got left to do is 50.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're gonna have some good eating here. We're gonna go catch a massive fish before long, if we can kind of get our stuff together. But we've got the 63 in the shop. I ain't done any real progress on it to show you. I lost all the footage that we had when I was stripping the top and giving the tutorials on how to feather edge some rock chips and things like that. But maybe I can catch it back up when I'm working down the sides, because there's still a bunch of rock chips and other damage that I need to fix. But we're going to put it back up to primer, and we're going to put it back up to paint and put a tape line in it, because it's going to be a custom paint job anyway, and that'll get it captured back in. It's a lot of real estate. And my shoulders hurt after I hold a paint gun, you know, about 14, 15 hours straight running them layers on top of it. 10 coats of clear is a lot of clear to be pouring on top of that stuff one after the other, man. 45 minutes apart. You can flat run some time through there. But we'll get you caught up. We've been doing a lot of other stuff. We got all our tomatoes are growing and critters trying to eat them, so we got to attend to that too. And what else we got going on?
Well, we have pears.
Yeah, we found a pear tree on the place I didn't even know we had. It's got pears all over it. And they're nice and crisp, so we're going to make something out of them too. Why not?
Maybe pickles.
We might even make some pickled pears. We're going to try something we ain't never done before.
We pickle all the things, so why not pears?
We make good pickles. We make a lot of good stuff around here, but...
Let's see. What else are we doing? I think all the things. I just don't know what they are right now.
I don't know. Your headliner's not quite finished, so we can't... We got to finish tucking it in and then get all our window garnishments on. I've got to saw up the boards for your door panels still. And I've got to saw up the board for the spare tire well cover to level it back up so we can finish the carpet and stuff in it. We're doing stuff. We'll get you some more footage. I'll try not to, you know, destroy all the camera footage from like a week. I don't even know how the hell I done it, but I did something wrong.
Oh, we went to get the Ranger, but you didn't tell them about the Ranger.
Well, let's go give them a show. Here, we'll just take you with us. Hang on.
your purpose for the good of those you called according to your plan. And for the
Would you look at that right there? It don't look too bad under there. It's had a rat under there and chewed on a couple wires, and I changed a couple of them, but there was some new ones in the behind the seat, so we utilized them. We'll get a couple more plug wires for it. New fuel pumps here for it in the seat. We just got it in because it's been sitting since 2014. It could use a good douching, as they say. But we've done cleaned on the outside of this thing. It sat under an oak tree and it was black. Insert footage of before now. Mark. But we're gonna get this thing running. There's probably some kid out there that needs it. But Georgie bought this brand new in 1994 while she was in high school. You want to tell them about pumping gas and such?
I pumped a whole lot of gas to try to pay for this truck and insurance. A whole lot of gas.
Yep.
Made a whole lot of sandwiches to feed your dad.
Yep. A gong time alone.
Indeed.
See how good all them concrete forms and stuff set up still yet. Got the pool up here. We put the concrete down. We about, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon, we got done pouring it out. By 10:30 the next morning, we was filling the pool sitting on top of it. So we've been working at things quite a bit. Old luck shot. We've been a mowing and ain't had time to clean. And I don't have the fan motor in it right now, and all the cats climbed in it. Walked outside one morning, they was all up in the car playing. Now it smells like a dead mouse in there. So I guess eventually we'll have to go find the dead mouse. Whatever caused that, but it don't look too bad for the train wreck that showed up here. I've got my paint for it. I picked it up. This blue paint, I'd run out of it. This car don't have any paint on it. I didn't plan on it turning out as well as it did. I figured there'd be a bunch of crap to come back to fix. And so I didn't even really fix hardly any dings in it. But we're gonna repaint this thing. I'm at least gonna fix this door for right now where it got damaged, and that quarter panel where we blowed some tire rubber off, and it was just always upstaged by something. Always upstaged by something. But we blew a cap off the tire, and it was stringing steel up and chipped the paint up pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this side right out of the gate, bring it back up to par, and then eventually when we get done playing around with the movie, we'll go over the whole car and paint it well again, because yeah, it deserves a lot better than it got. Man, there ain't no paint on this car. It just really looks good on camera. Don't know why, but it does. Then we've got the weenie. I still got to paint the hood again because, well, damn. I've got a new tailgate laying in the box in there, and I couldn't get the right year one, so the latches don't fit right. So I've got to cut them out with a plasma cutter, and then cut them out of the old tailgate and fit them back so everything fits right before I can paint it. That's just the way she works around CTR. We ain't, just because it's impossible, we don't give a shit. We're gonna do her anyway. It's sometimes the hard way. But it relocates the latches for different years. This is a 79 or 80 tailgate, and it's got this style on it instead of a pin or like a blade that sticks into a slot in there. So I've got to cut this piece out in here and put it in the other tailgate down to about so far. and that way this latch and hinge assembly will fit the new tailgate. And then we'll paint it too while we're painting the hood. Kind of look pretty sitting out here in this evening sun, don't they?
It does.
Sun is setting over there. It's been raining here all day long, just all day long. We even washed the side by side the other day to get some of the filth off of it.
We did. It was nasty too. We needed the rain though, real bad. It was terrible, dry and dusty.
It's a 2017 side by side and it's got like 550 miles on it. She got it new too. You are a mess, Cat.
Well, it doesn't go far from here to the garden. It
No?
holds tomatoes.
Yes, and it keeps you from stepping on snakes going to the garden or whatnot.
Yes, it does.
Or running down to the barn to fetch or deliver a tire.
This winter, it carried wood for the old
You're
folks.
dang right. The hell with that,
All of-
carrying it in by hand.
All of 200 feet, it drove it to the door.
Yeah, and we didn't break our necks and
And the
that
snow and
ice
ice.
and
It was
shit.
the smartest thing we ever did, I think.
Yeah, and I wasn't very smart very early. It took a while for me to think that up. And
We hand carried
boy,
it
I was
through
mad
the
at
blizzard for a
myself
minute.
for wasting all that time and effort because it was sucking bad. We got a little correction or two to do on this one where the dumpster blew into it. Caught the corner of the fender. And it hit the hood, and I don't know whether it debonded it when that happened or whether the panel bond just broke loose. I don't know, it just separated there. I don't know if I had a bad batch of panel bond or whether I did something wrong. Maybe I got a greasy spot on it with my finger when I was fitting everything, but I did what the directions said. Apparently that was not the correct thing to do. We'll try again and do it a different way maybe. But it's coming along. It runs pretty dang good. I've never built a transmission for it. It was just a takeout of something. And it's pretty sick in third. So we'll end up putting a transmission together for it.
It's because I'm a wild driver.
Yeah, breakneck speed of 37.5 miles an hour.
I was going fast.
Out drag racing.
Fast.
Out drag racing them road runners. Dang it, Vessa. Costing me transmissions. We live in a pretty place, so I don't know if you can see off over there. There ain't really no way to zoom that far with this camera, but old fog's kind of coming up in them hollers, and there'll be a spring or two down in there. I see them in the wintertime steaming, and it's a pretty spot to live, man. And overall, it's pretty quiet. You don't see a lot of traffic up here, do you? And
So much.
anybody needs a house, I probably got an extra one I do not need. I'd like to sell. Pretty nice house too.
Yes, it is.
It's just down the street from a hot rod shop where they, make movies and build 55 Chevys and stuff. So I'm sitting around here thinking all the time, trying to motivate myself to work on other stuff like that 63 Bel Air, and it's a cool car and I like it. But I have got so much cool stuff here that I like so much more, and I really want to put my 48 GMC back together, man. It's just, I'm chomping at the bit. I meant to do that last fall, and it just did not work out. So I'm hoping this fall I can take in on it. It won't be so hot to start welding, but when we get the 63 out of my hair a little bit, I'm gonna run it in there and just pre-fit a bunch of stuff and get the body mounted and fabricate the brake pedals however I'm going to do it and all that good stuff. Get it moving around the yard and fired up, because it's not really that far away to do that. And then I'm going to custom stretch fenders. I'm gonna basically wide body it with new steel. It'll be cool when I'm done, and it'll be custom. I think y'all gonna like this one, and I am certain that it's gonna get twin turbos on it and a set of stacks. And this is my pull truck, just to drive, my hardball truck. Stay tuned. CTR, I'm out. Well, look at there. Even the old picnic table at CTR, custom built, two-tone. Cool, ain't it? Well, we got the store-bought version over here, but I kind of like this a whole lot. Got the old Coleman pool up there. What do you say, bub? You enjoying your swimmings?
Oh yeah, we got ourselves a nice pretty new fish right here. We got her.
Yeah, you can light them pools right up. We'll give you another shot of it after it gets a little darker, but right now we're getting ready to throw some chicken on this here grill, because, well, why wouldn't we? Hey bub, you ought to go get her fixings and her stuff. I'm getting ready to throw her on. Look at that. Tell me that ain't just sweet as sugar right there. Got the old grill heated up. It's a fine day. It's been about 97 degrees all day long, and I mean since like early in the morning. And it's just kind of wore us out around here. I've been sleeping too good. The old lady and I just got married here not very long ago. I don't know, it's been a week or two, something like that, but I've had a lot of other stuff going on. Got friends that are having health issues and stuff that we've been talking to, and well, this is what we do out here at CTR. We just go roll with the punches every day, and we'll go make us some fine stuff to deal with. We kind of took a little bit of slack time since we got married. Weather's not been real cooperative, and we've tried to mow everything and do all the stuff. And one of my friends has got a 59 Airstream that he's redoing, and the lady's been doing him some curtains up for it. And it's just a lot going on at once. We've still got her house to go. It's about, I don't know, 60 miles or so. But her house is about 60 miles away, I guess. And I've got to haul my Ford tractor and the brush hog over there and brush hog the yard, because I didn't touch it last year. It was 110 just staying there all summer, and the renters wouldn't mow the grass, and it was a horrendous deal. And that's why I don't have renters anymore. But we've got multiple houses to keep up with the yard and stuff. And it's really just a detriment to us. We don't get any real proceeds out of it, but we still got to keep them up too. So anyway, I'm gonna catch you in just a minute. CTR, I'm out. Yeah, look at that. Look at the old dead birds right there. We're gonna slip them around there, get them started real good. This is actually what we had for dinner last night too, but got sidetracked visiting with some friends on the phone till way late in the evening, didn't eat our dinner, and that boy's like a Hoover vacuum for leftovers, so yeah, we just as well cook some more of them tonight and try again. We've got yeller squash out the garden and things like that to go with it, and it ought to be just wonderful. Little sweet baby Rays, man, we're doing real well. Look at that. And just for a little bit of extras, we got us some country bobs right there, baby. All-purpose sauce, and it is some fine stuff. I love it. My boy pretty much thinks it's a beverage. Oh, shout out to Debbie Manetti. I know she's watching. Glad you can enjoy the show. We'll see you on the flip side. Well, looky here, folks. We're back to this old barbecue chicken. Yeah, it's coming on evening time. Look at that old pool started glowing. Man, that's gonna be some fine eating with that old sweet baby rays on it. Man, look at that. Hickory and brown sugar. Dang good eating. CTR. We're living the dream, baby. I'm out. Oh, it's green. Your shorts is even glowing green, and they're white. One regulation fish light. What do you say, bub?
I am the monster that erupts out of the vat of acid.
Yeah, it kind of do look like a vat of acid in a scary movie, don't it?
And it's scary.
Boy, you look like a weird frog right now. Stand up for everybody to see you. Yeah, your shorts is glowing. That's some funny looking stuff.
I tell you.
We're experimenting for effects for the movie right now. That's all right. We're having a good time. We're eating real good. Look at old Quackers over there. He's lit up still yet too. That's our thermometer to tell us how cold the water is or how warm it is. CTR, I'm out. Ah!
Gary and Sherry Collins were invited by another couple to come to our church. And when they got there, we had Sunday school. Well, the other couple that invited them weren't there. so the class just had planned to have a picnic down at the creek. And so the only two that showed up was Gary and Sherry and Lonnie and me. The preacher and his wife came later. And that was the only 3 couples that came out of about 20 or 25
What
couples.
church is that?
That was Branson Bible Church. And so we had not much to eat because there were only 3 of us. So I invited them back to the house, and I fixed fried eggs and stuff, scrambled, fried potatoes, whatever it was, I don't remember. And we've been good friends ever since.
Hi, all CTR here. We're making pickled peaches. And it's almost a crime to be doing what we're doing right now, because, well, let me show you what we've been getting for peaches. I've never in my whole life, there's a box of them. I got huge hands. That is the biggest peaches I've ever seen in my whole life. And we're cutting them up and making pickled peaches and putting them in jars. I'm pretty sure I'm living the good life right now. CTR!